nerfs. They kind of changed. They changed how the hero plays by moving the phase shift attack and nerfing the.
Definitely, it's gonna be interesting to watch. I guess the other thing, have you played with or against the ag clone doing it?
Yes, I've played with and against it. I'm not like. Everyone was like hyping it up.
Yeah.
And it is okay as Taiga's gonna get fissure blocked here. Looks like he's dead. Should be freebie.
It's out of there. Give me that.
Oh, they're trying to give him the first blood. Oh!
First blood.
You want like your phase drums. And these items just have a higher priority in my mind than, you know, having the Aghanims. And then after you get those items, you also want BKB, as Taiga is a goner again, I believe, going for the body blocks.
Oh, nice. Does manage to hit that light strike array, but there's no way he TP's out of this one. So HFN can eat up and gobble another stack. Hero particularly tiny, I feel like, in the mid roll, where with an IO until you can make some things happen, even without that whole lot of farm onto Boxy, as long as you get some amount of luck.
I think the one thing to keep an eye on here as well, we talked about the top lane having a really tough time, but Koiko's going for the max tree build too. Boxy, yeah, he's dead.
We used that Burrow Strike already to try and get some damage onto HFN and move in with the Earthshaker. You're not able to find the kill. This is more permanent stacks of Agi onto Slark, although he can't afford to lose his life here. It takes a lot of damage from Agi on this Lina. Now they need to be a little bit careful, because a Burrow Strike into a stun might be done. Looking for it. Able to get the damage out. Chase jump, not able to connect with the Dragon Slave, and HFN lives through it.
As long as they're getting EXP on these heroes, that matters more than any amount of gold for Liquid.
Zania, body blocks. Mickey moves in. Want to find this kill into King RD. Has a little bit of that movement speed advantage, jukes away the other direction, and King RD, he's just laughing his way out of there. The value Ring of Protection making a lot of work done for him. That keeps him much more acceptable. Even gets a little heal out there play on himself.
Oh, Taiga. Dude, these fissures for the most part have been on point.
Burrow Strike, trying to interrupt, not gonna happen. Boxy just jumped into all of them now. They have detection, able to get the leash now. HFN finds that kill, and he Burrow Struck into him.
Tiny might be dead too.
Uh-oh.
Oh, nice toss.
Living. He's getting everything that he wants.
Now the one thing is that Morphling is free farming,
right?
Like free farming, and that will eventually come into play as top going to see a fight over the bounty runes.
Another round of stun, Boxy interrupt, but now big bad HFN moving into position. Although the Fissure actually blocks him off from finding a good avenue to try and get the pounce off, but they have leashed up Sand King. And realizes he can't get anything else done there.
He wants to be in the top lane. Might be a little bit late for my taste, because this Sand King is level 2.
Yeah, it's tough. Light Strike Ray does connect, but got a lot of regen coming through there. They turn on to Boxy, who's already used his Burrow Strike, and he just goes down. Dude, this Slark is going to be a problem. As Mandy moves in, they're able to get the bounty rune, but going to pay a price for it indeed.
Very low level. And the Lina Sand King lane, which is basically built specifically to win the lane, did not win the lane. It didn't even like stop the Slark from hitting creeps at all.
6 in a bad way. 7.5 minutes in. You can see that net worth lead. As you said, just a slight advantage. How much do you think the permanent Agi really affects Slark? Because it always looks nice to get the big numbers on it, but like 5 extra Agi isn't like something insane, as they do kill off.
Like if the Slark just gets a free early game and just gets to buy like the Fusel Blade immediately and just run at people, it's gonna be a bit tough for Liquid to deal with. They are reacting top here though.
Weren't able to get the follow-up stun, but they do find it there. Taki able to get it as they chase him. They're gonna give it at the moment.
They show the puck, so they didn't really. They kind of gave up on killing the Morphling at least. They will get the. Oh, JK.
Got him? Maybe. Can't get there.
I was gonna say they might get the IO as a consolation prize, but they don't need to get him. Mid though, quite though.
Toss away. Not in the area. They have the fissure block. already used. And meanwhile, they lose Boxy. Idolina, who knows? Taiga's almost level 6 now.
I'm not quite sure. Boxy's going to be holding the tier 1 bot lane. He's going to hit level 5.
Where your snake?
Got
it.
Oh, that is a dead lich.
Mandy gets it. And what's the goal for this paiN gaming lineup? Because it feels like it's just run at people and fight as opposed to trying to get objectives, really.
Yeah, it's fight first, objective later. That's kind of how this lineup rolls.
Yeah.
Top lane, start getting low.
Tries to get him. Taiga almost done, almost killed. They chipped in, they might not finish. Now, with everybody stuck here in the moment, looks like Liquid not going to chase anymore, although...
A free engagement for you. And we haven't really seen them group up yet. I suppose the Lich, like, literally just now hit 6, but he does have the smoke. So what I would like to see paiN do is, at the very least, smoke the Puck and the Lich together. You know, the Doom is going to find another Cares the Smoke.
They saw it, though, I think. Or did they?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, doesn't matter, as they catch him. Sand King in some trouble. Leashed, killed. Taiga shows up too. They're gonna chain frost him, actually, now pulling him back in. Taiga, the bounce does not go anywhere near him. And now the relocate comes back the other direction. Liquid are able to find a return kill, toss back onto Doom. He's kind of caught as well. And in a hell of a lot of trouble, although Mandy is also there. He does have Echo Slam available. He can walk his way into the midst of them, but as they get the relocate out, that means Quakeva is going to get caught and killed. This whole
for the Aghanims, or if he just wants to go for BKB. I think in a game where the Lina Sand King were a bit more scary, BKB might just be the item. But in games like this, where they're kind of low level, they don't really have a whole lot to speak of, it might just be an ice game. Oh god, Echo onto Taiga, he's dead.
Oh jeez.
Thank you very much for that gold.
Get him down bottom, give him the tip afterwards, and the chase that's continuing up top. They doom the Morphwing, who's going to be hanging out for a little while. Quakeva trying to keep his buddy alive to the best of his abilities. He did manage to get that strength form morph off. Boxy coming in with the good stun, but the follow-up is going to be there. Mandy getting the double kill. paiN actually on the other side of the tower on Liquid's map, but they cannot stop this pressure that's coming. And now you got the Blink Dagger done as well. Avalanche coming through. Quakeva trying to take down King RD, but everybody's still hanging out in this area. The Burrow Strike comes through. HFN turns it back around. Laguna Point not quite able to get the kill. He lives through it afterwards as well. Now Taiga also gonna die. HFN is an absolute monster, and King RD.
A very, very easy Slark game right now because the tri-lane. The tri-lane has secured HFN his entire game. He doesn't have to worry about getting like burst comboed or anything. They're going to expend another coil here on the Boxy.
Down caught, nowhere to go. Leashed, Boxy wants to run. He ends up dying.
I thought the Tiny was going to be more proactive. Right. Like go maybe for the 4-4-1 build or even like 4-4-0 and just really focus. Oh god.
They got him! Quakeva, no! He's in trouble. Dude, they have a relocate if they wanted to use it to try and get in and save him, but I don't know if it's gonna happen.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that.
He's chased. They laid down the GG on top.
He blocked himself, dude.
Wait, he's walking out. Maybe possibly not gonna happen.
That was his tree. He literally blocked himself. Destroyed Liquid's early game plans, which was field this really strong lane, you know, keep the Slark down, and then play the mid game. They're gonna catch the Lich here.
Oh, they're not even gonna get the D ward. He places another one. They do finally get it. Throws out a chain frost for good measure. So Liquid
to shrine and stuff to even walk up there. But you can see paiN are already in position. They got heroes here. Outposts do have detection, by the way.
Oh, and they also had a fissure on top of him. Taiga going to die. They have the coil. He's leashed up. Folks are dying. Dreams are few up thing here because he's got a Mithril Hammer, an Ogre Axe, and then a Blade of Alacrity, and then the BKB.
Okay, he just finished the BKB. He tricked us. I thought he might have opted to go for the Aghanims after buying the Mithril Hammer and thinking that maybe that was the item. They are going to get a pick onto King RD here. Nice kill.
For that fight there makes up for having it dewarded afterwards.
Yeah.
Little dangerous here. Burrow Strike comes through. They find themselves Mandy, but the turnaround hooks don't, not quite in time. Chain Frost gonna bounce around a little bit. They manage to find him. The Doom comes out, but he's already shifting on over, it looks like, and healing up a heck of a lot. But now HFN on top of him with this DD will have the pounds afterwards. And with no chance for a relocate away, that's going to be 3 dead. HFN triple kill.
Gives you that, you know? It's that extra little bucket you need. Ooh, coil miss. Hate to see that one.
Pounds got him. Taga is gonna go down there. And, well, you get the finish onto him.
I'll take over.
I don't know. I feel like Liquid, their lineup shouldn't really be crumbling this badly. But again, I think it goes back to the fact that they didn't really react well to the tri lane, or maybe they just didn't have the heroes to react to the tri lane, as Insania is going to die again in his own way. That was the last series, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That, I don't know, man. Some stuff today has been very questionable for me to watch.
Oh God! Turn around, jump, and Lampuda destroyed him. Holy hell! Jesus!
Slamming? I think that's a slamming right there.
Oh God! paiN administering it on their namesake.
Yeah, that was some epic clumping up right there. But that's also the benefit of having the puck, right? Like, Mandy sets that up. He gets the coil, and then the Shaker just sees, like, huge dollar signs in his eyes, and he just goes in. Like, you can't resist that, you know?
Well, but also, likewise, like, isn't Liquid, if they see somebody hitting high ground, they know the puck's there, isn't it kind of on them not to stay? Breaks on the backside. Oh, they got him. HFN moving into the trees. He's like, come at me. I am more than happy to take this fight. Jump forward, gets the coil onto both of them. Got him caught. Taiga trying to run away. Not going to happen. And Quakeba end up throwing one back. It was on the wrong hero, but he is still eventually going to get caught and likely going to get killed as a god-like Mandy.
I would say overall their play has been really good, but this to me is a decision-making win. Like, they chose the good lanes. They're going to E-Blade combo to Lich here.
He doesn't die. He's not going down. They got the Morphling now. Mickey stunned, trying to get out of there. He wants to pounce out. Wasn't quite going to happen. It's having Boxy all inning right now for 4-4-4. And he just walks away. No more Tiny right now. They're taking a second tier 3 tower. Or they can just head off topside, regen up a little bit more for HFN. Do what they want. Jump forward, coil again. The stomp comes out. Now the Chain Frost back and forth a couple of times, and they already have the Doom onto the poor old Morphling, which means there's going to be a lot of stacks for HFN. Fissure comes out, connects there, finding themselves this Morph. 28 stacks as well as 16 permanent. And I think this is about as close to GG as you're going to get this early on. Laguna Blade, not going to happen. Jesus.
Yeah, this is what a free Slark game looks like. I don't know, they kind of like killed 2 birds with 1 stone. They secured the lane for the Slark, and they also eliminated the biggest threats to the Slark at the same time. And to me, that just says, you know, your lineup had a gluttonous solution, and then just have because the Lena was the 3, right?
No, it was the 2.
Oh, well, he was higher level and more farmed, so I thought he was the 3 for a while.
Yeah, he was not. Didn't end up mattering. HFN still living through this initiation that comes out because they do not have the levels. They do not have the farm. Does need to be careful about Mickey chasing. No more E-Blade. Just going to spider legs his way on out of there. Toss in Mickey. He turns into the Doom now, but King RD is going to pop his BKB. Did not have a TP available, so he's just going to have to run away. As 444 hides off in the Roche pit, and he just gets out also. Nobody dies. The only one that ended up going down was the puck.
Oh my. So yeah, the thing that I would take away from this is we needed to adapt our lanes better.
Ooh. The fight continues. They do kill off that Shaker. Buyback coming from him. They've got one under control. It's Mickey who's going to kill off that Lich, but they will find him. HFN almost killing him off, but the regen coming in from Insania. We'll get the pushback there. That adaptive strike. The long range catch leashes him, and now the stuns come out as well, but the relocate gets him away. And worth a DD or something. On top
yeah, he's always double damage. It's impressive, actually.
Dude, look at this guy's essence shift right now. Tikva still laughing about it. Liquid staying in good spirits. They're like, man, we messed up not trial-landing.
I mean, they messed up something. I don't know if they think it's the tri-lane or not the tri-lane, but man, something went wrong.
Taiga goes down, the chase forward, leash, pounced, caught, going to be stomped on and beaten down, muted, couldn't get the switch off, and Echo Slam comes in for good measure. HFN dropping somewhat low, but guess what? This man still has Shadow Dance, and he still has an Aegis, more importantly, as he reads Stomp. My goodness.
Yeah, they like you said, they just kind of got control of the game and never really let go. I think, I don't think Liquid's heroes were bad, honestly. I think it was a laning error and maybe a tiny gameplay error where he kind of went a build that I feel
problem. Abba Rubik is going to destroy our game if they get crazy farms.
No one's ever said that ever, Lyrical, I promise you. Man, this Abaddon Rubik's really owning us. That just doesn't, it may be in the lane for a little while, but then it kind of just, you need your team with those heroes.
Totally. You have the early aggro trade-off here. Bramble's already skilled, does not manage to connect onto anybody. Gonna move on in and do the body block. Although it looked like he was a little bit off the mark because he spawned anyways. So that wasn't great, but all good. Top lane, Mars Wyvern facing off against the constant spam coming from Insania, who's already consumed one of those mangoes. Is gonna keep the pressure on. King RD just gonna salve up and back out.
Yeah, this is one of those things you're really happy to do as a disruptor, is just trade your mana for the enemy team's health regen. So that way, you know, your Naga can get his free waves, and then eventually he just goes off into the jungle. You can soak a lane for 6, and then you look for some fights after the fact. You do need to be a little careful, though. This disruptor can die very easily in this lane. Like one Arctic burn into his spear, and you're done.
Yeah, and does have level 2 now on King RD. So too does Mickey. It's gonna spear through those creeps. I mean, it's gonna be on cooldown for a little bit. Only has the one mango on King RD. Keep our eyes on that, see how it works out. Bottom lane getting a little bit aggro there. Yeah, but they split up top instead.
Yeah. He actually skilled Glimpse. He will be trading his own life though for the Wyvern, but he gives his core the first blood gold, so I think that Insania is gonna be happy with that. And it also means that he gets to spend his gold immediately because the support's going to be TPing right back to lane. So now he's going to get his Band of the Elven skin. I always want to call it a slipper, man, every time.
Slip. Oh, top lane again, Insania. Damage there.
Would have been a big kill. Like, he just TP'd back, so they were going for the kill in hopes that if they do get him, you know, he won't be able to immediately return to lane, and that allows like a free pull. And it also allows them to like stop the Naga from farming for a little bit longer.
Baiting the courier again. Not gonna be able to find it there. Yeah, Boxy definitely causing some issues down here bottom. Not the biggest worry in the world. We haven't talked much about the mid lane so far, but 19-4 on the Lesh versus 14-1. Kind of even, not a huge lead right now for the Leshrac.
Yeah, I'd say he's like very slightly favored, but as the heroes get higher level, the Ember is going to start playing in a different way than what the Lesh is capable of. You know, really fast rotations, being able to TP react and kill heroes is Insania different.
Looks like it.
He can Mango Glimpse. He can Mango Glimpse him if he wants.
He's walking. Throws out the Thunderstrike instead, and that's going to stop the pressure.
I thought he was gonna like Mango Glimpse him and then sell, because that way he like wouldn't have to go back to base. But with an Arcane Rune, you get so much farm.
Right now, they're just kind of winning all the lanes, not substantially, but a little bit there at least.
Well, I would say that paiN are more of a level reliant team than an item reliant team. Okay. Like Ember wants levels, Mars wants 6, Wyvern wants 6, Willow wants 6. Like all these heroes really just want EXP. Bottom, HFN getting clubbed here.
Taiga is as well. They're gonna have another little trip to the Shadow Realm. Taiga, does he manage to get caught? Not able to get vision. Hide and seek behind the trees. Meantime, picking up bounty room there, but King RD is going to take a lot of damage from this one. They have Mango Glimpse if they need to use it, but they might not even need that as one more punch comes in and they find the kill on a King RD while also taking down Dark Willow on the bottom lane.
Yeah, HFN's even being forced to ult. No, he's, oh god, this is such a bad death. He wasted his TP too.
Oh, jeez, trying to get the bounty rune to make up for it, but they put the kibosh onto that Tiger.
Bad for paiN, honestly.
It's like Liquid came up with all the answers so far. And whereas before it was all started by a really good laning phase, maybe they could come in and try and like steal this stack, which has grown really large for paiN. But
I mean, the Lush probably just comes up here from Liquid, I think.
Yeah.
At some point.
That's the scary part. Uh-oh, is King RD dead again?
Yeah, it's looking like it.
Oh, they chase him. Ooh, good catch, but no. Thunderstrike is going to be enough damage. Insania has just been a monster on this hero. He had no items, but now just queues up and gets boots and a windlace, as well as taking out that ward. All good things for Liquid.
I'm ecstatic.
Okay, HFN is dead again too.
Jesus. You're under tower to no avail. And then you look at this next move as well. You've got Insania going for the double stack while still staying out there on the map a little bit. Does manage to get both of them. Dude, that's some sick stuff. Look at these guys. Something.
Like I said, it's an experience thing. When they get their ults, the game will look a lot better for them, but they need to not give away, you know, too much more in that time.
Ooh, this is a big kill though. If they can find and take down Quakefoot here, which they will quite easily, and that's something you mentioned as well.
Still dying, you know, losing buildings. Now it's kind of, it's evening out. They're getting their ults. HFN's gonna die.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But also, that's kind of what happens every now and then. You lose a hero, glimpse. Ember still playing very, very aggro right now. Does find Taiga. And decides he wants to stick around for a little bit. Sleight of Fist stolen. Doesn't have Flame Guard again for another couple of seconds. And as they bring in one, well, he's in some trouble now. That's the Static Storm immediately on top of him. Tries to TP away. That was never going to happen. And
they're gonna finish a pipe. He's going Vlad's now. Once those items are out on the field, you know, your Willow spells, your Mars combo, they feel a lot less powerful. Here we go.
All right. They caught one. King RD is heading back across the other side of the map, and oh, the rest of them, Static Storm drop down defensively. Does not mean that he's going to be able to get out of there, though, as Mandy continues his chase, gets some eyes, gets some vision. The root comes out. HFN finds the kill. Now, can they find any more? Tiger right now, and if anybody steps up to him, they actually have just a Static Storm to drop on somebody's face.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's easy.
Oh god. Oh, Mandy. Oh no, Mandy in some trouble. They have the Terrorize, gonna try and keep his buddy alive, but it's not gonna happen. Oh.
Just play this style as long as they want. They're not being really forced into anything, and they smoked blind there at desperation. Is oh my, King RD, you're gone.
They got him caught. And
Give me
again,
away.
Winter's Curse, maybe a chance for a turnaround here. They've got one caught. The second one, though, is going to be able to walk away for the moment. The Abba popping his ultimate, product shield afterwards, but eventually they will be able to chase him down as they skewer back in closer. Big Stealing Sleight of Fist getting some extra vision. They have Song of the Siren if they want to take this fight that much further. Already draining away. No more mana left on HFN, but the Glimpse pulls back the Ember. Looks like finally they will stop.
So there's always that Empower, Sleight of Fist, you know, with the Maelstrom. Potentially goes for more damage later on.
Quakefoot? Alone?
It seems coming.
Moving in. They've got the arena already down, and Liquid making some questionable plays here. Song of the Siren to save the day for the moment, though. Quakefoot needs to get out. They have still 2 more remnants left on this Ember, and he's got the chase forward if he wants to go for it. Connects both of them there, but are they going to run into a Static Storm 6 seconds away for a disruptive? Buyback comes from the Rubik now. Now paiN, having gone a bit too far themselves, they get that ultimate down. Winter's Curse onto Mickey, still looking for the chase down. Insania has that Static Storm ready to drop it if they need to get it. King RD low, but not dead as of yet. Finally, Insania finishes off that kill as they take down that Wyvern to boots. Another one drops. HFN running forward, wants to find that follow-up kill onto Insania with the BKB out. Ember Spirit still doing good stuff. They buy back on the Disruptor now as they know the BKBs are wearing off. Still keeping this Ember under control. Mandy living through it, but HFN HFN gonna be shredded up. Terrorize number 2 coming through, but only hits onto 1. They drop the Static Storm on top of the Ember to finish him.
Let's see. I mean, the Yules on Willow will be nice.
Maybe. They got the Naga Siren caught here. Gonna fear and walk into the wall a couple of times now. Static Storm is already down though. Mickey nets, turns onto that Mars, destroys him. The RP, no, the stolen Winter's Curse though. They turn it against him after the RP, and with the Aphotic Shield coming off, they find the follow-up stun. Oh, Liquid, they are rolling right now. They do have the Song of the Siren coming out. Mandy dead. They're also gonna lose the mag here. 1 by 1, paiN gonna lose their life. Liquid and happy as clams.
6 lights off during an engagement. He gets stunned once, and then he falls over, and then there's no more damage.
Well, and you know, the other downside to having a lineup that's pretty heavily based around your ultimates for paiN is that when Rubik steals them, it runs around real quickly. They lose them down bottom. Still hanging on to that Winter's Curse for Rubik. As mid lane, are they going to go in here too? You know, it feels like Liquid don't really care what they're doing on the side of paiN because they just keep killing them. 4-4 at the blink, but he can't get outside of range for the glimpse. And, well, Liquid feeling themselves after a disappointing...
Safe laner who couldn't play the game on his own and had an IO that couldn't really play the map, and then they had an offlane that was getting crushed. This game, they did well in all 3 of their lanes, which is always a good sign. But on top of that, they have good ways of picking fights, they have good ways of pressuring towers. Like their lineup just feels overall more solid, and that allows them to play the way that they want to play. Because no matter how skilled you are as a player, some lineups just don't work. Like, you need catch, you need stuns, you need a way to pressure towers.
Gonna catch. Oh god, gotta be careful. Insania's coming in. They got him all caught. Oh, to jump away. They faked him out. The RP pulls him in from HFN. Is it gonna be the turnaround that they need? Quite possibly it could be. Although Boxy's still living through this one. They have that cold embrace, and now the Winter's Curse to turn it back around. This is looking okay as Mickey calls my bad. Sorry guys, I thought we had it. The Remnant forward chases down, kills off Quakefa. Now Mickey gonna try and escape. Can they get out? That is the question. Mandy still got him in their sights, has the chance. And whenever you've got these like giant team fight oriented lineups, things could turn around in a heartbeat. But the danger is then you have moments like this where Mickey's just like, come and deal with me. What are you gonna do? Terrorize, walk away, stolen terrorize, that's not good. Now he's still probably gonna die. They clips him back in. Oh no, he just gave him his ultimate and then dies. Oh, this one's rough. Stage format, GSL, every game matters so much. Can't afford to take any chances and try and push high ground early. Otherwise, bad things can happen very rapidly.
Yeah, there's no reason really for them to rush it, is basically what I would say. Because if they walk up the hill and they mess it up, then it turns really badly, and they can just wait for the next objective. Okay, they're gonna RP here.
RP, stolen RP, no stolen skewer. The Vision forward able to catch him onto it. Blow up Mickey. Just like that. And now the Winter's Curse fall up. It's going to pull him in even closer. Who are going to be caught? They drop down the Static Storm, but King RD able to push him back the other direction. And 1 by 1, Liquid start to lose their heroes. Mandy chasing forward with that Radiant Skewer, looking for more. Boxy, they know that he doesn't have his ultimate anymore. With the chains available, Mandy does manage to connect there, but the Aphotic Shield comes out, and
this guy's got 3,000 HP. He's got that lifesteal now from the Octarine core. He can just walk up the hill.
Ooh. Aphotic Shield able to sidestep there, not get caught out. What happened there, but they're not going to pull back in Quakefa. Oh god. Oh no, this is looking really scary. Tiger's just waiting off to the side. He's so ready to jump in and they give him an opportunity. Static Storm already down there onto a couple of them. All grouped up. The RP connects there on all 3. Where's the follow? There's anything as of yet. So let's seal away and a heck of a lot of damage coming in from Quakefa. Mandy trying to stand large and in charge. They get a buyback on absolutely everybody. And now it's Ember Spirit running out of mana. They can't chase. They can't do anything. Just all the buy.
That's why that whole thing happens. Like, instead of getting a 2-hero RP where he kills the disruptor, it's now a stolen RP and his team getting 3-man RP.
Well, now in some trouble again. They're trying to take down a couple, no RP available. They're burning down to about half HP, but this is before Boxy even pops his ultimate if they need to use it. There is no way that paiN find a kill here, as instead it might be Mandy that goes down instead. The Fear actually pushing him closer now to that Ember Spirit. Stolen Fear again. Mandy tries to run away, is going to be able to make it happen. Quakefa kills off 2 in the back lines, and they manage to catch him with the Stolen Fear and kill him off one more time again, because why basically say draft problem, solve the issues, come back in, take care of business. They're looking solid. Triple Remnant forward, lift up, pull back in. King RD stolen Arena of Blood. Can they kill him off in time? RD's just going to BKB and walk away from them. They also have been able to find this Magnus on the other side, and GG finally called. We're going to a game 3.
All right. So a stomp into another slower stomp, I guess, is the name of the game here. But yeah, like you said, Liquid, they fixed a lot of their draft issues, I think, from game 1.
It's kind of like an underrated combo. It always feels like it should just be like crazy strong, but it doesn't always end up getting picked. No.
For him to like get the wave going in your favor, get like the double wave and stuff. And his clockwork is not with him. So this is a little concerning for him. A lot of the time you need your support to follow you, because if he doesn't, then you end up with a situation like this where both people are just running you down, and like eventually you're going to get too low and you're going to be forced to try to TP or, you know, whatever. But obviously Taiga has Fissure.
Right.
So this is most likely going to result in him being dead, and then him trying to get the EXP from these waves after he respawns.
Fissure already used.
Die to neutral. Nah, it is actually bad to die to neutrals there, I think.
It needs at least 40 seconds. And it solves up and you should be okay now. And that creep wave will push back towards him. Managed to break through that south. King RD drawn aggro yet again. A very back and forth lane. At least for the potential aggression. As he draws another wave over to him. And it looks like Taiga moves into position, able to interrupt the Fissure block off they wanted to go for. Still able to get it, but not the full block off there. And in the meantime, a whole wave is hitting into their tier 1 tower, and King RD's walking away for now. Looking like he might end up going down nonetheless. Tango gets the movement speed, but will fall eventually.
All right, so now it's going to be a matter of what happens to... I guess he just wants the axe to run into it and spin it down, because the wave's not going to spawn for another couple seconds. But yeah, this isn't really about how many times the axe dies. It's more about what happens to the waves, because if the waves get denied, then it's super bad for him.
Okay. Yeah, and then the clockwork can just play interrupt here, and actually looks like he's going to be able to punish and punch down Insania, trying to draw some of that aggro pulled feet. He ends up getting stunned. Does have the Cogs pushback, but only going to be to run away now. Get out before Mickey is able to chase him down and find a lucky bash. Takes the good angle, but the Fissure block off comes in.
Japan gets a free Slark game.
Yeah.
I mean, this time around they do have a Doom and they do have a Chrono, so it's a lot, I suppose, less scary. And looks like the Clockwork's just going to abandon the lane. King RD is 2 points in the Helix now, so he'll be able to jungle a little bit, but they already have a offensive ward here from Liquid. So Insania is not going to let him just hit creeps. Foxy ends up dying.
They brought in that clock like you were saying, and HFN now going to get salved up.
King RD's dead again.
Damage. Uh-oh.
Haste rune on Taiga here.
Deuces.
Oh,
Wait,
that was
what?
not the salve, dude. Don't do that.
What?
Oh, no.
Wait. Maybe.
Okay, that one worked. He canceled his auto.
Oh my god, King RD!
A dead axe.
Jesus. All right, well, time for the stack ups. We'll see if they're going to be able to get their thing. He eventually...
I guess he dies anyway. I guess he cut one of the trees, but yeah. I don't know.
Dubious.
Radiant's middle tower.
He definitely canceled his auto on the way out, because I think he thought he was going to get it and then like stopped it.
Dude, and Mandy, meanwhile, is just getting harassed back. I feel like the CS isn't the full story here, so just looking at net worth at this early stage of the game, TA's going down in terms of net worth.
And stout shield and stuff, and doesn't have to kite the camps as much. Plus, you know, insane cleave. But TA Similar. Okay. Oh my god, he sentenced him to death. He literally just, his head was in the guillotine and he just pulled the freaking thing down and just chopped his own teammate's head off. You hate to see that.
And he's like, all for my carry. paiN gets the kill, and now good for doing us to see if he can find that finish. They're still chasing. It's only 7.5 minutes in, and we've had 10 kills early on. 1,000 gold.
Their heroes like hard countered the 1 and 2 positions of paiN Gaming, right? They went for a smoke here. He's gonna get the haste.
Run back in. Body block maybe. Slow down. Fissure trying to interrupt, but they got the cogs caught onto Quakeva. Can they kill him off though? Looks like they're gonna sacrifice the life of their Clockwork, but they get the kill onto Mandy. And again,
there's very few situations where the Slark's not going to be favored, especially past the point where he's level 6, where he can just heal up with Shadow Dance every time you take a trade. And Boxy's just dead.
Man, good for him in. HFN takes him down. We've seen, as you mentioned earlier, what you can do. Player on this hero. Still haven't gotten the like. That is one sort of downside to the Liquid lineup, is they actually just gonna pop the chrono. If they can take down King RD, he does eventually get killed off. But what are your thoughts after this defusal?
I would prefer any item that lets him play fast. So like if he feels comfortable with the drums, or if he wants to go Aghanims, bot lane 2, they're gonna find Boxy here.
Nice. Yeah, the good little chase down there. On the other side, mentioned they take down.
So BKB is not going to save you. Lincoln's isn't going to save you. Like you're pretty much just going to eat all those spells and die. And again, no saves.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Call a little bit off the mark there. They tried to go for it. Mandy getting a little bit out of position, and he's going to eat an ulti from that one, both from the AA as well as from Quakeva. And now they're also going to lose the Clockwork. So they just kind of walk in. Didn't see how that one started, but
stats. The use effect allows you to close the distance without necessarily having to commit a pounce. Echo on the mid lane.
Behind him, another round of a bunch of ultis leveled out against poor old Mandy. He is just taking the brunt of it, and they will lose the Earthshaker here. But he got his.
Like that's just like a general timing thing, right? Okay, here's a chrono. More R buttons. Here they come. Give them the kitchen sink, boys. Let's get it.
Oh my god. This has got to feel terrible. They just drop all of their ultis on him over and over and over.
Yeah, it's a rough one. But I mean, that's kind of what their lineup does, right?
Oh.
You either get
follow-up kill. Nice. They managed to get him. And well, they lose.
Oh my. He's the bachelor.
With the chase down now. And Boxy gonna drop now to HFN as well. So they pull everybody up to the top and then able to secure kill onto mid. HFN does need to pounce away. And again, it just feels like sort of chaotic running all across the map. Mandy, they're kind of wrapping around on him a little bit here. Need to be careful about their opening, but King RD just used his blink. Can they take this fight? They've already used their ultimates on Liquid. It's a little bit scary, but I don't know if paiN can really make anything happen. Yeah, they're just gonna back out afterwards and leave the Lich to die.
Dude, I mean, level 1 coal threshold is pretty low. It's 250 life, and it looked like it was right on that line, you know. And in the moment, you're like, okay, if he sticks, he's gonna get away, so we have to go for it. Okay, Insania's dead here. A little blink meld action, but they're gonna lose a PA for this. So you know what? Come at me, bro. Just cast all those.
Their ultimate on him over and over, and then you give him the tip. What the hell?
I mean, to be fair, that was a greedy kill.
Yeah, that's true.
He's on top of the enemy team shrine, killing a 5 position. Alright, Nick is going to be trading his life for that one, so that's fine.
We get him that time.
Besides the Void, really want to build BKB that early? I suppose the Doom is going to make one too, because of like Chain Cross and Clockwork and stuff kind of needed.
Uh-oh. Suddenly we got a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Quakeva in some trouble and gonna drop their mid lane.
It's just weird that they tip Mandy for dying, and then they lose their 1 and 2 positions back to back. And now they're, HFN just gonna bin at all. You know, he's doing it so HFN can hit creeps. Like, if he's not occupying that space, no one's going to be there, and then Liquid are going to find more kills. Speaking of...
Ooh, but the fear, trying to keep... No, okay, they just cast everything again.
Yeah, no way.
Dude, Liquid is the kill-secured team. Holy sh... Punished afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not losing objectives in the process, you're not getting heavily split push, there's no reason not to. Blade Mail reveal here, big damage. Alright, see you later. Why not to get those kills? So for paiN, they really want their BKB on the TA. They want to finish their BKB on the Slark.
Ooh, Fissure jump in, looking for... hooks his own team, gets the pushback on the cogs, okay? And King RD walking brazenly into all of them, saying, come and fight me. As HFN follows it up, they still have Chrono. They also have Doom. He got his BKB off, but can they get out of here? The follow-up coming in, Mickey gonna jump forward, drop the Chronosphere onto him. Can they kill off this pesky Slark? So far, it's looking like the answer is gonna be yes. And now chasing for a bit more, the Echo Slam follow-up. And the question that permeates all of this is, why run back in?
Well, I mean...
Whatever's at hand.
Sanjin Yasha picked up for a very interesting 25-minute mark. Who are they going to run into? Going up onto the high ground. They get a little bit of visions of the Doom, but instead they're going to turn now onto the AA. Mickey is nearby, but with 60 seconds till Chrono, that's going to be about...
Also Chrono. Alright, another smoke here.
He breaks it. Fine. 4-4-4. Not the greatest of initiations, but paiN are not going to be able to take that fight once they lose the ledge anyways. So instead of we'll be able to find the range for the Chrono. We'll see if
I think we need to leave top. This Viper can't stay here. Okay, they're going to catch the river instead.
Oh, nice catch there. And Boxy also in some trouble. They get the call follow-up. Now just going to eat through all of them. Boxy tries to TP away. Actually, no, they turn with the Doom and Koifa here as well. They might end up losing the Slark. He's gonna have to try and hide off in the Roche pit, but that fight went from bad to worse. Still trading and taking that essence shift continuously, but Mickey jumps in, kills off the Slark, and oh, well, King RD was thinking about TPing in. He realizes that's not going to work now. They have the Fissure connection. They've got him caught as well. And just like that, paiN Gaming continue to lose off.
Doom to cast his spells, and that's kind of what's painting a really bad picture here for paiN, is they're always able to just dump stuff on the core like this.
Oh, everything landed. They've already used Doom, but Mandy gonna try and TP away. Guess what? That does damage through that BKB. And
break attached to normal Doom, you need the Aghanim's Infernal Blade for that. So if he can just get out of vision, he'll be okay. And a Force Staff or a Glimmer also help with that.
Look, like the Doom, the entire team's on the other side of the map. Jump in, trying to find Mickey. This could maybe work for them, but
no,
here they get him. They get that finish. Now chasing for more. Insania, have they gone a bit too far? Now the Chain Frost gonna bounce a little bit off to the side. Looks up on the high ground. Taiga's there. He managed to find the stun. Enchant Totem. Can it be enough for the kill? He gets the Echo Slam finish. Taiga saves the day. Oh, they went in too far. Oh no. And just like that, they stomped the dreams out of paiN Gaming.
Oh, that was close.
Almost there. Somebody to deal with Mandy split pushing in the bottom lane and then try and take the fight on him there. But the unfortunate thing is that Roche is going down. They get the flare on it, see it right away. I don't know if they're going to be able to get there in time. They're moving over quickly and jump forward, get the call, maybe a chance to find this kill onto Doom at the start, able to interrupt. No jumping coming from Taiga. They do get the Doom, and that's going to be the Chrono laid down on top of the Slark as well. And the duration of his BKB, so they will lose the Slark. Can they get anybody in return? Mandy walking in, wants to finish off Roche. This is bold as brass. He doesn't even have a BKB anymore. They have a sentry down. Oh, no, no, no. But the buybacks, maybe a chance here for them to force the issue.
Okay.
Jumping call onto 3. Is there a follow-up? HFN is there as well. They kill off the Viper. Can they get any more, though? It doesn't look like it as of yet. Need to Shadow Dance and then jump away. HFN able to escape.
The TA buyback and the TP took too long. So there should be Liquid's Roche.
Maybe a chance.
You need to get out of here.
Ah, yeah, oh God. Oh no, that's, oh Jesus. And the chase down for more. They've broken the axe. They got the ulti onto him. Dead for 2 minutes is the TA.
That's a beefy boy. You don't really want to open on him. And the hilarious part was HFN realized, oh god, this is so bad, that he tried to run away, still got doomed, and then Mickey from like downtown just jumps him and chronos him anyway. And you hate to see it. Like, that guy, he can't play. Like, there's nothing he can do. And it's unfortunate because the rest of the heroes don't do enough in order to be able to force it. But yeah, it looks like it's maybe going to be GG here. Double damage wearing off on HFN, and yeah, their drone's just dead.
They're gonna get one last kill. They're like, we're gonna take down Insania, or they're not. As GG does come out in the end. paiN put on a good performance in game number 1. They